Okay, and we record again. Super clean connection, I am happy. Alright. Sup, man? Hey, why you only say man? Because I'm uncomfortable with using the racial slur. It's alright, bro, I'll give you a pass. Alright then, slave. Wait, not that.
I hate tentacles sometimes.
Why is that so funny? I'm so mad.
Because it's offensive.
Don't forget to put the books back before you go, by the way.
I didn't take any books. Or I shouldn't have any. I don't have any. This is why I'm not carrying anything in my inventory. But my connection is great. This feels good.
Oh god. Lobster tail. Please.
Can you stop talking?
No, don't do that.
I would appreciate it if you stopped talking.
He's lying.
I'm assuming he knows him.
I don't, but I would like it if you stopped talking.
Why?
Because
what?
Because I'm scared.
Alright, I'm finishing what I was gonna read.
Even though I'm scared?
If a chick orders lobster tail on the first date, would you be bothered? They don't sell lobster tails at McDonald's.
Yes, I would. Because it's expensive.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Sorry, what are you doing?
That's a good question.
Stop masturbating with the microphone?
I'm not doing anything.
Sure.
But there's like a bunch of noise coming from the side. Now you're rubbing something. Can you stop masturbating, please? Thank you. God. You never do it when I ask you, but now.
Right?
Bothering everyone with it.
Shut up!
God, can you have some decency?
She's angry as if, struck a nerve.
It's almost like I was right. The more angry you get,
I'm not angry, it's just weird.
Oh, just confirms my point. Well,
It'd be really cool if I just could, like, not die.
I've heard talk of people having such intense orgasms that they are hard to make it. Yeah.
I'm gonna turn my mic off.
Have fun. See, I mentioned masturbating and now she's turning her mic off.
Oh, that means only one thing.
I'm a good Christian person.
Anyway,
Fishing.
it only means one thing.
Yep.
I think my mom heard that. I actually need to turn my mic off now.
She's not very smart, is she?
I mean, she's not very inventive, that's for sure.
True.
You say that, but I've done such great pieces of artwork.
Sure.
Like murals. Murals?
But
Murals.
you have one of those small egg-shaped wireless remote-controlled vibrators?
No?
No, you don't. So...
What does that have to do with anything?
Right?
Because she wouldn't have to, like, rub one out during a call. She could constantly be...
How often do you do
stimulated.
that? I'm curious.
Huh?
How often do you do that? I'm curious.
What? Use one of those cute vibrators?
No. In call.
Oh, rub one out?
Yes.
Depends what I'm looking at.
Damn.
If somebody posts something real good, like real good, that I haven't seen before in Tiggle Bitties,
That's where I died.
you know, mute, deafen. I deafen too. I don't like company. But at least I mute and I don't bother people unlike some other person in this call.
You must mute and deafen. Because...
Otherwise it'd be gay.
Would it though?
Miss me with that gay shit, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's more like a...
It's like jacking off next to some guy.
Yeah, that's not necessarily bad. Depending on how comfortable you feel around me. How?
It's gay, okay?
Why?
Because it just is.
It's not enough to just say that it is. You have to give a reason.
Miss me with that gay shit.
That doesn't answer the question.
But it's gay. It's
That
another dude.
doesn't answer the question.
It's like you shouldn't. You should cover the bottom side of your eyes so you don't accidentally look at some dude's butt.
You don't have to do that.
Shit.
Who told you
What
this?
But what if you see his ass accidentally?
It's not the end of the world.
It's gay.
Have you never been to a locker room before?
And yeah.
Okay. It's not really a big deal.
No, but it's gay.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. What are you talking about? I am so tired of mining iron with a dumb iron pick. I should have never went to the end to get a stupid elytra. I was level 25. I could be enchanting right now.
And this is why I don't go to the end. Because I
Well,
know I'm not ready.
To be
And
fair,
when I will be ready, I'll just fall and lose all my shit. So.
no, the reason why I fell is because of the lag. It's not like I fell because I was being reckless. Well,
This
the
is
first time.
soccer we're talking about.
And yeah. But at the same time, it's Minecraft. You never know when you'll have a tiny lag spike while you're trying to make a bridge, and then boom, you fall and die and lose all your shit.
I didn't have anything on me valuable though.
Iron.
That wasn't
But I
really that
might
valuable. I had
When
like
you're
10
struggling
pieces
to
of
find
iron.
it
I
is...
had 10 pieces.
Okay, never mind. That's fine.
Not counting the iron tools I had. Kinda sick of looking at this nacho cheese though. He says he's used to looking at the texture pack by now. Why is my connection going bad again? I just restarted the router. Oops.
She one fortune, but
You know, if you really want books, you could, you know, make a villager farm. Like I've been saying for like ever.
You could read one.
don't know how to make one.
You could help.
Last time I tried to help, you told me to go do something else by myself.
No, I told you to mine iron, and you only mine a little iron, not even a stack.
Couldn't find any.
And you quit after you died. It's kind of your fault for giving up.
No, I came back
Says
home with my
wants
stuff
to help
and then I died.
and then quits like 10 seconds in.
I came back home after I died. After I got the iron and I smelted that iron that I brought back. Then I died.
Fantastic. But you're still not helping, even though you keep asking to help. Your fault.
Kind of don't want to really do intensive stuff by myself right now because I've been doing that. The past
Even though
couple
I'm
days.
in the mine by myself right now.
I could mine with you.
I guess that'd be on you
Or
to
you
do
could
that.
sigh.
What? What? That doesn't work anymore? Okay, no. Thank you. Oops. Hey. Can you show me the iron, please? Get yourself some mending shears. Yeah, just waste it on some shears. Why not? I will create the most powerful meme. Is he gonna put mending on like a hoe or something? And I will name that hoe Farmer John.
Oh, rest in peace, all the couples
Yes.
who are unlucky enough to have a female counterpart who thinks I'm pregnant is a funny April Fool's joke.
Oh, did you guys hear about the
yeah.
Did you guys hear about the 29-year-old virgin that's pregnant?
Hello, Mary.
Is her name Mary?
Sadly, no. But part
Aww.
of the reason why she's not worried is because of religious reasons.
Okay.
Just wanted to mention that. I'm sorry.
How
How does that factor into not being worried about being randomly impregnated? I don't know.
Because they thought they're carrying the child of Jesus.
the child
She
of
does
Jesus?
know
I
that
meant the child of God.
Okay.
So,
I never
Oh,
heard
is it?
any word about him coming back
Yo.
in that manner.
it's another mother, right? So would this kid be like Jesus' brother or cousin?
Jesus did have a brother.
No, I
Half
mean,
brother,
like-
because the God's still the same.
Like spiritually wise.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe
Like,
it
are they gonna
is-
fight over who people, devote prayers to?
I mean, if it's the same as Judaism, they sort of just see Jesus as a prophet, not like God.
Because it's the Holy Trinity. Is it gonna turn into the Holy Quad?
That doesn't sound as cool.
I know.
Yeah, and if it doesn't sound as cool, then we gotta kill somebody unnecessarily.
It doesn't sound as cool. We gotta start a crusade. Get rid of this child.
That's not what I meant.
Probably is a stupid
Jesus
name
2.0.
too.
Get rid of him. It can only be one.
Like what is that movie called?
Like the
Friggin'
Sith.
no, like Highlander.
Yeah.
There can only be one.
I hate touchscreen laptops so much. I don't want to close Minecraft.
Bye.
Wait on my touchscreen laptops don't answer that.
I didn't want to.
Oh yeah, they're gonna make another season of Teen Titans.
Yeah. Wait, what? I know Young Justice was coming. I didn't know Teen Titans was getting a random new season.
No, it's gonna Netflix, of course, the Netflix,
Of course, it'd be.
or Adult Swim. No, Adult Swim.
Why would it be
Anyway,
Adult Swim?
the 6th season of Teen Titans is the final season of the animated series. Takes place where the 5th season had left off, and this makes Terra's 23rd reappearance, and it's to air on Adult Swim's Toonami on January 5th, 2019.
That's so weird.
Oh.
It basically gets the Samurai Jack treatment.
Yeah, yeah, sounds about right. But same voice actors? Same animation style?
No idea. Apparently it's going to be the same animation style from the image that accompanies this announcement.
Are they gonna pull a Disney and change it last minute?
Can you not kill the dream before it even started?
Okay. Sorry.
I had such a good day, and then I woke up.
I'll stop calling. Calling? Talking.
It doesn't take away the stain.
I'm sorry.
Out of my blue suede shoes, eh? No one listens to music like that.
We're not cool.
No, you're not. You're definitely not cool. But it's okay, because if lame people didn't exist, there would be no quantification for what is and is not cool.
Jesus is cool.
He is cool.
Also kind of a dick.
Sometimes. I mean, he did beat those people because they were inside of his temple.
No. I mean, he's kind of a dick because he like cures uncurable diseases and, you know, makes the blind see again.
Why is that
and
bad?
Resurrects the dead, and he writes it down in his book, and then he never does it again. Like, come on, man.
Oh, he doesn't like.
Why does that
pass on
fucking
knowledge.
blind guy deserve to have his sight back, and I have to wear fucking glasses?
I
What did he
mean,
do that I didn't?
If he gave away all of the secrets to people who didn't appreciate it, would that be better or worse? Because if we did have access to cure all of our incurable diseases right now, A, all of those doctors would be out of jobs, and B,
Good.
I mean, not all doctors are evil though.
No, but there's a difference between going to a doctor to make sure you have just a random cough or the flu or you have some other issue with your lungs.
Yes.
And doctors that, well, not doctors, but big pharmaceutical companies that just straight up won't cure diseases because they make much more money treating them.
But I don't think there's a way for
That I
them
have
to
a problem
not
with.
treat blindness or like cancer.
Oh my god, someone actually sent me a message.
Well,
Oh, it's a bot. Never mind.
Anyway.
I shouldn't laugh, but that was really funny.
Also, can we talk about how the fuck he like I have to be good all my life and barely sin, like
No,
almost never sin at all if I can help
You
it.
can do.
No,
You can get away with basically murder as long as you repent.
Confess?
that too, but assuming I don't go to church and
Okay.
blah blah blah, and I'm just like I'm a good guy, but sometimes I lie, I
Yes.
steal a quarter every now and then.
A whole
But
quarter.
mostly I'm a good guy.
Okay.
I basically don't get even if I'm a good guy and resist to slap people in the face and kill people, all that stuff, I don't steal too much. I don't get to go to heaven, but that one fucker that helped Jesus carry his cross does. What the?
Well, that's just classic.
How is that fair?
That's classic time and place.
That's classic. Fuck Jesus. You don't get to just forgive people randomly and then write a.
He didn't do it randomly.
He did though. You don't get to. No.
There's a set of rules that were already in place that people ignored for like thousands of years, according to the no, not just that. There's just like rules that were already in place from like the covenant with what's that dude's name? With Abraham, and people should have known about that even after the flood, but people chose to ignore it. And so he's like, I'm gonna just come up with a easier quote finger set of rules since my dad will probably destroy this place if I don't come up with something a little bit more reasonable for people. I found diamonds. So it's not that it was like random for the sake of randomness. Random for the sake of being random.
No, it was him being a dick.
No, like those people had their tests and they passed. Unlike everybody else.
No, I don't care.
Wow.
He did one.
Wow.
He did one cool thing once that he decided to do after he knew that he was gonna be.
I'm pretty sure it's not an automatic ticket inside.
Fiction.
Yes.
He already forfeit his life. He was like, "Oh well, I might as well just help this guy out. At least he's not gonna die."
Well, no. Everybody else in the crowd, it's kind of like that scene with what's that? The Game of Thrones chick when like she was drug around the town naked or whatever.
Oh, Cersei.
Yeah, like that. That's imagine that scene going, and like one random dude comes out to like help her out because he believes she was a good person or something like that. That guy would probably not get the ultra destruction revenge plot thing happening to him because he actually went against the grain in that one moment of weakness that everybody else had. It's kind of like
that's
a
not how
parallel
everyone
thing.
else is judged.
No, everyone else is judged on the fact that they did and continued to not repent after, like, being stupid people, I guess? Or just being bad people in general. Like, I guess a similar thing for us would be the people who, I guess, hung black people for fun because it was the cool thing to do, and if you didn't do it, then people would look at you weird. And so let's say if you were a person who thought that was bad and you didn't do it, should you be rewarded for not killing random people? I think so.
Okay, but other people have to go their entire lives. Carefully.
No. I'm not saying that just that one moment will. You still have to continue being a good person after that.
But that thief didn't.
No, because he was already dead. Well, he died.
Yeah, exactly.
He died next to him.
Like, he did, like, his whole life, not even 1% of his deeds were good.
But, okay.
And then he does that bullshit, and it's like, oh, okay.
Also, you have to consider... You have to consider that we don't really know what he did his entire life. We don't know why his situation made him a thief to begin with. So maybe in that one moment, like, he did something redeemable in his eyes, so he let him come with it.
But that's not how the Bible portrays the thief.
I don't really have a...
The Bible basically tells you, like, he's a hardened criminal and he probably fucked your mother too.
No, there was no, like, there's no super descriptive backstory for the thief. He was just the dude that he ran into.
Maybe not in your Bible.
There are like 25 billion translations, so yeah.
There are too many Bibles.
Yeah, there kind of is. But
I love how
guess
even in the context of Christianity, no, Catholics are
specifically, yeah.
no, like Catholics are right, and then the Orthodox are like, no, we're right, and then every other that I know, we're right. Why though? Because the Bible says so. Okay.
No, not just his. It's a specific translation of his.
No, it's not. It's not just the translation.
Just got 3 antis in a row.
Nice.
It would be cool if people started asking questions during the Great Schism, but guess not.
No, I mean, there's 2 ways you can go about it. You can ask questions and look like a fool for asking those questions. Or you can not ask questions and just assume that those people you trust to have studied their entire lives be correct.
Yeah, but
Because there's too much information to go around.
When the one religion that everyone follows internally decides, like, yeah, we're not rolling with this, we're changing this a bit, and we're making a new religion out of it. Everyone should be like, what? How?
I mean, it's partially a community thing, but most of it's kind of managed by the people you, I don't want to say elect, but the people who you trust to be in charge of your sect of religion.
Okay, but that's...
You can choose not to trust them.
That's too stupid, though.
I don't know. It's kind of like it's a mutual
like
trust thing.
Questionable.
No, it should be questioned, but a lot of people don't. Like the scientific community, you kind of don't question them for the most part, and you kind of assume that their research is good. If you're a normie.
Yeah, but you can check that research.
No, you can check it, but if you're a normie and don't understand it and it goes over your head, then you're kind of left to just shrug your shoulders and say, I guess that's right.
That much I get, but it's just like saying, like, okay, we this group of people from now on are gonna believe that the sun is green, and there are people in this world who don't question it.
Yes,
and,
yes, exactly.
Like,
yes.
Okay, but in this case, it was like the majority. Like almost nobody said anything. Like,
yes.
Yeah, we're just gonna let you have your new version of religion.
If you had people who were taught for like a great majority of their lives, or like, let's say that most people during that day were like beneath third class or a third world country tier poverty citizens, and they were just kind of ruled over by the ruling class even harder or harsher than they were today, which they kind of were, then you kind of have no choice but to kind of bow down your head and accept the status quo, because you can't really do anything about it. Even if you did want to question it, your layman's opinion doesn't really matter in the long run. Or you could be executed for having a different opinion. So a lot of people who probably were reasonable people probably didn't speak up because they didn't want to die. So that's always a thing too.
That's understandable back then, but
like you had those secret societies that like would have secret
at,
meetings.
When you look at history and you see that happened, and you're like, oh, okay, so this is just bullshit.
Yes. Know, well, in hindsight,
there's no way this is. I mean, I'm literally just wondering why people are stupid when they can literally just Google shit. But this has been going on since the 90s, so...
That's been going on for way longer than that.
Okay, before then...
There's a combination of people that you have to, like, just accept will always exist. Those people who are too lazy, who just refuse to want to be unignorant
Yeah.
about knowledge in general, and then you got those people who have lives that are too what's the word I'm looking for? Not demanding. Like, just living life day by day is too taxing for them to like take their mind off of like continued survival. So they don't want to put in effort into learning.
I get that there are people like that. I get that before you had to
Well, like your
go
mom.
to a library.
Like,
I get
your
that
mom
before
probably doesn't do
that you had to learn how to read, which was difficult. But right now, the vast majority of people
Of
have
human
a
knowledge,
smartphone
yeah.
with internet access that they can just look stuff up. Because there are people who work hard like 24/7, but there
Yes.
are some people who just spend 90% of their time on Facebook. So you don't tell me like, oh no, I cannot inform myself because I'm busy doing.
Hey man,
Work
they gotta get
stuff.
their likes from people that
Yeah,
they've never
they
met
get their
before.
likes and get that daily dose of
They need their
appreciation
positive
and
feedback
approval.
loop.
Oof.
Okay. Okay. Well, that was done. You sound so disappointed in your species.
I still don't. No, I still don't. Oh well, I was disappointed for a long time. I just gave up hope and realized we're little more than animals. We're just for some reason we got to this far
We have
because
some people who rise up above the nonsense and were able to survive the Inquisition, and that's really all we have going for us right now.
yeah, it's just this whole. I mean, we basically still have no idea what we're doing.
No.
This whole community thing, because no one else does it. We're the only ones who said like, hey, let's make this big ass town instead of being spread into smaller groups here and there. But like,
We're not doing anything with it. We're not treating our people right. We're not helping out other people. Yeah.
we
pretty horrible.
see that it's going bad, but we're still gonna
Be
keep
selfish.
advancing because we can't have people living without internet and electricity currently, and it's totally okay to let people have as many offspring as they want. It's totally not becoming a burden.
Well, it depends. Do you run like a multi-million-dollar company that needs that many useless people walking around?
Well, some people, yeah, but at the same time, there are
I mean,
people who don't
if you
have
did,
jobs. Like, what's the point of their existence?
well,
Like,
if they
at
don't
least use them for something.
if they don't qualify for your company, then you have no incentive to like try for those people, outside of being a good Samaritan, I suppose.
Which again defies all logic. Like, why on earth would you just be a good Samaritan? Like, you have no reason to help somebody out.
In our current society, the more people who are well off, the better, the higher quality your life will be. It's more or less the society, the typical first world society that everybody wants to believe we live in. But it's not actually the case at all. But if more people were better off, everyone's life would be better. If more people were able to like get affordable health care and their children were able to be raised in relative
you're talking
peace.
about raising the bar for for
Everyone? Yeah.
everyone, really. Which is
It's doable.
not the case and hasn't been the case since ever.
But if we did, everything would be so much better.
If
Just
we
think
pooled
about all of
the resources into research instead of the military, because there's literally nothing to fight over. We all have the land, and if we shared resources, and like, imagine instead of fighting over oil, you could just invest into like solar panels and windmills, and you wouldn't even need the oil in the first place.
If everybody worked together, things would be like a bajillion times better. You would have more scientists doing science things, you would have more artists doing art things, you would have more menial labor people, like, just swapping in and out. Like, imagine if people just were hired for menial jobs, just like...
You know, this, in a perfect world, this would be communism, but like working. It would just be like it would just be communism on a global scale.
But it's
like, there's
like...
nothing to fight over, and everyone just helps each other out.
This is like assuming that everybody's cool. We don't have crazy people running around every now and then. And even those crazy people could be useful if you just gave them a place to be instead of locking them up like animals. But let's not be too civilized. I don't think we're ready for that yet. Like, there's no point in putting petty felons in prison only to let them back out after like 20 years and not allow them to do anything. No, to put them in prison for 20 years and then let them out and not allow them to do anything. That doesn't make any sense.
Well,
like, there's no point in why let them out?
Makes a lot of sense.
What's the point?
You put him in prison for 20 years.
Yes.
Right. Over there, he will want the ability to not be in a cell 24/7. So
yes,
he will get the job offer.
No. You're not able.
Slavery he can ever get. No, hear me out.
Okay.
He'll be paid like 11 cents an hour to like work in the kitchen.
Okay.
And then he gets out and he doesn't get a job. He gets desperate and
he commits another crime.
Something stupid and ends up in prison again, where he works for minimum wage again. So
what have we gained from this?
It's basically free labor.
No,
it's more or less slavery, but
it it is slavery.
It is.
But
what chance do you? I mean, you can say no, but
it's
that's like
it's
saying,
vilified
would you rather
legal
sleep
slavery.
on stones or on knives?
Maybe
you have the choice, but
if the knives are blunt enough, maybe.
No,
I'll take a stab at it.
Like sharp knives,
Get it.
pointy knives, pointed up.
Okay, no, not those. Well, what if the stones are stabby?
But that's no, like just a flat slab of stone.
Okay, fine.
I'll
take
a bed shaped stone.
I'll take my Minecraft bed.
Those are your choices.
It's so useless and backwards. They've been in jail for like 20 bajillion years. Pretty sure you don't even need to have people in jail for that long if you're gonna let them out.
No, but it works.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
How does it work?
I just told you how.
It's free No, I don't want free labor. I want decent human beings able to live life.
It don't matter what you want. The company's already signed the contract with you. You'll be working for them even after you're out of jail.
Mm-hmm.
It's not up to you. Who do you think you are? You're not running this country. You're not running your life.
Ooh, you're right. You're right. I should just give up.
Well, Why do you think you get 10 years of, or 5 to 10 years of jail for having
Just being black?
a tiny bag of pot on you?
Yeah, just being black.
Or just being black.
In America, specifically.
Yeah.
In a couple of places, but mostly America.
The system works.
If you're
It's
already
not doing what you're expecting to do.
If your family has already committed like heinous crimes in the past, and then people, like, I don't know, we had this discussion before about having reparations for horrible things done in the past, and then should those people be given reparations for the past, or should we just go with the clause that it wasn't them and too much time has passed, so we shouldn't do anything? But like, if your family committed horrible things to get rich now, why should you just be allowed to profit off of all the pain and misery your forefathers caused, and pretend like just because you didn't do it, it's not your
Because
fault?
fairness does not exist in nature. It's something we came up with, and if you have so much power that you can control fairness, you just do it.
So, who are the people who don't want? Oh, F. So who are the people who don't want things to be not fair besides those in companies?
Well, those in power want to stay in power. And
No. I'm talking about like just normal people. Like, who would want to not? I mean, I know it's a double-edged sword. Like, well, if the people in power have to get reparations, and then you look at yourself, and then you dig through your history, and then you have to give somebody else that, and a lot of people don't want to do that because they think that they're perfect or whatever, even though no one is. Then why shouldn't everybody do that?
because that's not how the world works.
It doesn't make any sense. I
No,
hate people.
but it's like if you're a very very rich man, and your ancestors
But
got
if
rich by
I was rich,
employing slaves and torturing animals or
yes,
what have you, selling children,
all that.
whatever.
People still do that to this day.
But you
Yes.
are the one who has billions and billions and billions of dollars, and people try to take that away from you. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I guess that's fair, and you give away your money, or you try to keep it.
Oh no, I wouldn't. Okay, so I wouldn't just give it all up for like baseless
No, you wouldn't
accusations.
give anything up.
No, I would try to be fair. I would try to compromise.
Oh yeah, you would definitely do that, just like every single politician who.
But they don't
he's
compromise
good,
though.
but
They don't
but I
give
guess-
anything back. They just take.
No, but they act like they do. It's
Oh.
like, okay, I'll donate like $1 million of my money to this charity that I own, so it's still coming back to me, and
Yeah, I'm not with that. Yeah.
probably tenfold because I've just,
I've made a
told
bajillion
people
million
about
dollars.
my charity that they can donate to, so more money to me.
Of course. But what would be the best solution? I don't know.
The best solution would be a higher power that can just be
Kill
impartial.
everyone? I guess. Is that why we
An
have
AI,
religion?
An AI who could decide, like, given how much resources we have, how do you make lives better for everyone?
But
depending
what if that
on
AI went
the
rogue and just said, you know
region
what,
that-
it's not even worth it. You guys are literally useless. I need to delete you guys.
I mean, it would have to be a pretty
Why am I lagging?
How should I say it?
Like, it just makes more
Like,
sense that...
who did the QA on that AI, and didn't figure out like, oh, this thing can go rogue.
Well, let's say it was a self-learning AI. Then at some point it would probably learn it on its own.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. That's just.
It sounds like science fiction, but like it could
it is
happen
science fiction.
at some point. It's no. At some
No.
point in the future, it has been predicted by science people that
That
it
what?
could happen. Like Stephen Hawking, the guy who just died, said that eventually we're going to make AI smarter than us, and it's probably going to think that we're on the same level as the things that we currently subjugate, like cattle or any other animals we deem beneath us.
Yeah, but that's assuming you give complete freedom to that AI instead of limiting it to figuring out.
I mean, we're imperfect and we make bad things happen all the time, so that's not outside of the realm of possibility.
Well, yeah, but that's an accident. So
It's an accident.
it's,
I mean-
it's not the next step in evolution. It's a mistake. But at
Is
the
it?
same time, it's been debunked. It's like whatever fancy Stephen Hawking has, it still doesn't.
To be fair, he was a
uh,
nihilistic kind of dude, so.
In the end, he was a nerd. He can't deny that.
And he was also disappointed that everybody else around him was pretty stupid.
Yeah, but to everybody, like everybody is asking these kind of but what if this AI goes rogue and tries to kill everyone?